What's up, YouTube, Facebook? Back again. It's your boy, Jake Maya. Told you, be here. Reaction videos, everything. So this is my reaction and my take on the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Let's start off with the kickoff show. Okay. Now, if you're like me and you're waiting for a pay-per-view of WWE's to start, you can do one of two things. One, you can get your snacks, and then you can sit down and watch the kickoff show. Or two, you can go on YouTube and find some funny video to watch for an hour. I was in between watching videos on YouTube. I was watching, Rashad the Reactor, Blasphemous HD. Uh, who else was I watching? Oh yeah, the Northern Alex. I was watching a bunch of my favorite YouTubers, but I'm not gonna sit here and do all this YouTuber shout out. But those are just some of the three I was watching. Um, but if you're like me, you sat there and you watched some YouTube videos. But then I had to, go back because I heard the Golden Truth and Breezango were going to fight. And this is a rivalry that I think has been going on for too long. One, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Whatever. WWE writers, again, like I said in my Brock Lesnar video, WWE writers don't know what the hell they're doing. But I digress. And the Golden Truth got a nice ring to it, just not a good tag team. No, they deserve better. Um, what was the whole thing with Breezango getting left in a tanning bed for too long and getting sunburned and their skin was peeled in, and then they came out to the ring looking like wilted steamed tomatoes or something, and every time they would get hit, they would yeah. It was just bad. It was just horrible. I give that match a 1, and that's being generous. A 1 because R-Truth made me laugh a little bit when he played the drums on Fandango's back. But other than that, yeah, that match gets a 1. I'm not even gonna sit here and talk about all of that. And then the Lucha Dragons, a tag team that should get a push, that should get the WWE Championship. They should, because that's a tag team who I actually like, who I actually see working together, and who actually produces something that's worth watching. And then the Dudley Boys, 9-time WWE champion, tag team champions. I'm sorry, I just finished watching this. I'm kind of tired, but 9-time WWE tag team champions. Now, with that being said, I don't know. I liked it, but it just wasn't the best. I would give it a 2 out of 5. It just wasn't the best. And in between, like, I didn't even watch the match all the way through because it started getting boring. So I just started watching YouTube videos, like I said, and I actually ended up watching something about ponies. Don't ask me what. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. Now, let's get to the pay-per-view itself. I'm a little congested and stuffy, but let's get to the pay-per-view itself. Let's start off with the first match of the night at the pay-per-view, having to be the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match. Now, in this match, 2 men are in the ring from any tag team. You don't have to tag your partner. And the first team to get a pinfall victory is the winner. Now, this match could have been better. Okay, first off, Enzo and Cass, I love their gimmick. I love it. I love it to death. I think they're a great tag team. I think they should get a better push than they're getting. But I digress from that. I'm not going to sit here and criticize the writers all night because I would just make a 2-hour-long video just criticizing them because there's so much I could criticize them about. Um, And then there's the Vaudevillains. I just don't like their gimmick. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, yeah, past times, what, the 1920s, whatever. Doon, 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 doon. Yeah, I ain't got time for all that. I don't like it. Anderson and Gallows. I'm thinking about Dean. Anderson and Gallows. The club. I don't like them. I don't. I don't. I don't. And it's more Luke Gallows for me, because if true WWE fans recall, don't you remember Gallows being in the WWE a long time ago with CM Punk and the Straight Edge Society? I do. He wasn't good there either. I didn't like him there either. I don't know. I think it's the way WWE is writing him in, because when he was fighting in Japan, I liked him. But the way WWE writes him in, I don't like it. I digress. The New Day. One of my favorite gimmicks, because the New Day is fun and it brings life to the WWE. Because the WWE has become so mundane and boring, but the New Day makes it fun and funny. So I like them. My takes on the match. It was a cluster. I'm not going to say the other word because I'm trying to keep my YouTube and Facebook channel clean. But it was a cluster. Okay. Too much action going. Not enough technical wrestling. Not enough for me to give it a great score. A 3 out of 5 is what I would give it. New Day coming out on top. So it was good. The New Day retained. And they still are your WWE World Tag Team Champions. And I actually have a WWE World Heavyweight WWE World Tag Team Championship belt over there. I'll do a video of of my old championships on my wall. And I got this heavyweight champion on my shoulder. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this. Now we're gonna go to the women's match. Like I said, excuse me, I'm congested. I've been screaming at this pay-per-view, but I digress. Here we go. The women's match. The women's match was pretty good until Charlotte and Dana Brooks stepped in the ring, and then the women's match went out the ring. I don't like Charlotte's character. I don't like the way they're writing Charlotte. Dana Brooks, I don't like the way they're writing her. And Natalya should have been had a push, but they're just the way they're writing Natalya is bad. And Becky Lynch is a great divas or women's wrestler, and they should give Becky Lynch more of a push. Now, the ending of that match is why I won't score it high. I'll give that match a 3 out of 5 for the simple fact that, excuse me, Dana Brooks pushes Becky Lynch into Natalya. Charlotte hits natural selection, pins Natalya. They win. They get out the ring. Natalya goes over to Becky. He's helping Becky up, whatever, and then attacks Becky like she goes cuckoo, and then leaves the ring. Why? Don't ask me. I don't understand. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care. 3 out of 5. Let's move on. I'm gonna go to. I'm not gonna do this in order because there's one match I'm gonna skip, and that's the Sheamus and Apollo Crews match, because that match was stupid. It just was horrible. It was a horrible, horrible match. Everything else in the pay-per-view was okay, but that wasn't a pay-per-view caliber match. That was a Monday night, not even a Monday Night Raw match. That was a main event match. That was a Superstars match. That was an NXT match. That just, it didn't deserve to be on a pay-per-view. So I'm gonna skip that one, but I'm gonna go to John Cena, AJ Styles. It had to be one of the worst performances of John Cena's career. Okay. Now, Mind you, I like John Cena. I like AJ Styles. It got so bad in the middle of the match. AJ Styles really started saying, "Is that all you got? Is that all you got?" And he was looking like, "Is that all they got? Like, is that all they gave you? Do they want you to lose the match this easily? Like, is that all they got?" And it's like every time John Cena would try to mount offense, AJ Styles would snuff him out. Boom, would stop him there. Excuse me. But yeah, he would snuff him. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I gave it a 2 out of 5. I didn't like the match. And then Anderson and Gallows comes in at the end and uh hits them with the Legend Killer, whatever the move is called, and then throws AJ on top of John Cena. And inconspicuously, after AJ's foot kicked the referee out the ring, the referee gets back up and counts 1, 2, 3 and gives AJ the victory. I don't like it. Like JBL was really pissed. Like, this was no joke. I think JBL was truly pissed because he said 15 years, and then for you to win like this, you deserve better, and John Cena deserves better. JBL was pissed. I give JBL that. This is like one of the only times I actually agree with what JBL was saying. Okay, now let's go on to the Money in the Bank match. Who was my pick? Dean Ambrose. It was always my pick. Always counting a lunatic. Not much to say against the match. The match to me was a 4 out of 5. The only reason I won't give it a 5 is because Alberto Del Rio was in there. I don't like Alberto Del Rio. I just don't. I don't like his character. He's too snubby. Other than that, Cesaro got on his swing train. And then he swung Chris Jericho and threw him into the ladder. And, I began to laugh so hard. And then he got on the uppercut train. And then Kevin Owens ends up doing the little bowling ball thing. And then Sami Zayn gives him a Lua kick. Whatever. You know what matters? At the end, Dean Ambrose climbed up, not even looking. Da-da-da-da. Music hits. You already knew what was going to happen. Dean Ambrose wins. That's why I say I give it a 4 out of 5. Let's go to Rusev Machka. And Titus O'Neil. Anyway, Titus, you disappointed me, buddy. You really did. 3 out of 5. I have not much to say about that match. Whatever. Plus, I'm getting a little long, so let's go ahead to the main event. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. That match, in my eyes, including the ending, putting the ending in that match, gives it a 5 out of 5 for the night. Why would I give it a 5 out of 5? Because Seth put on a great show, even though I don't like Seth Rollins' character. I think they should have kept the Shield for a little bit longer, but 5 out of 5 because Seth Rollins put on a great show, and so did Roman Reigns. And correct me if I'm wrong, but a spear into a pedigree? That was amazing. And then he goes and he gives him a powerbomb into the turnbuckle, which turns into a spear. Turns into a spear. Or no, it was a Superman punch. I'm sorry, I'm still tired. A Superman punch. And then a spear. But then there's a pedigree to end the match. I don't like the fact that they got rid of Seth Rollins' current moveset. I think the curve stomp should have stayed. But pedigree to end the match, Seth Rollins wins. Okay? But then you hear Dean Ambrose music and you're like, OMG. And Seth is looking at the ramp as if Dean Ambrose is finna come down the ramp, and he's just ready. He's just ready. And Dean comes from behind and he hits him with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then cashes in. And Lillian Garcia, just as sweet as ever, says Dean Ambrose is officially cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. And then he hits him with Dirty Deeds and pins him for 1, 2, 3, and becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And I flipped out. I marked. I went crazy. That's why I'm congested, because I screamed and my throat hurts and I'm tired. And I'm making this video because I love you guys and I got to keep you informed for those who didn't really watch it and you just want to get the layout before tomorrow night's Raw. Yeah, that's about it. Altogether, I would give this pay-per-view a 4 out of 5. The ending was amazing. Dean deserved it, and I'm glad he got it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Roman Reigns. I'm part of the Roman Empire. But Dean, this was his time to shine. He deserved it. He should have been champion 3 times over. He's been screwed out of it. I'm so glad he got it. Now, we're waiting for our next match or our next pay-per-view. And, yeah. It's going to be great. I'm pretty sure as Dean as World Heavyweight Champion, there's going to be some crazy matches because he's crazy. He's a lunatic. He's the lunatic fringe. Like, welcome to the Ambrose Asylum, everybody. Welcome to the Ambrose Asylum. The Roman Empire has fallen, and now here's the reign of the Ambrose Asylum. Yep, I love it. Like always, it's your boy, Jakey Maya. Please like, subscribe. Send me your comments. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me how I can make my YouTube channel better. I'm all bettering it for myself and for you guys. Like I said, I love you guys. I always love you guys. Your family. Peace.